Alright, so today we have a review of the Hitachi ZX470LCH in 1/50th scale made by TMC. I recently acquired this model and I'm very pleased to own this piece. It's a very nicely detailed model and the price on it is not that bad at all for the amount of detail that you get. So without further ado, let's get straight into the review. So coming up on the cab, this is a metal handrail that goes all the way around the cab. It's almost like the John Deere, cabs on the Ertl models, but obviously this is a lot better because the handrail isn't plastic. It's metal. You have a nice, I believe it's a metal antenna. Your mirror right here is not oversized at all, like the one on the 470. On the Deere 470, it's oversized. Coming over to here, the door does pop open. It is a little stiff, so I wouldn't recommend playing with it too much as it might break off the model. And then you do have some nice detailing. You have a nice seat, your levers, and everything in there is modeled very nicely. Even on their, there's like a little control here, like a little panel right here. It actually has a small little decal on it, which is awesome. But that's about as far as the door will open. It's about to a 90-degree angle, and then it just kind of springs shut on mine. I'm not sure about anyone else's. Coming to this side, you do have a metal handrail, and just an etched walkway on here. These are very fragile, I've heard. I've seen some other reviews where people have kind of broken it right here, so I'm not really going to mess around too much with it. Coming to the rear of the machine, fold the stick in. Coming to the rear, I'm not sure if you can see this on camera or not, but there is a semi-hollowed out exhaust, which is nice, adds a lot of detail. And as you can see the back of the boom, there's a ton of hydraulic line detail. Right here is a rear view camera. You got some, let me zoom out just a little bit. You got some, these are where your bolts would go and to hold your counterweight on the machine. You have some nice decals right here and here. Coming to this side of the machine, you do have etched all the way through. This, I'm guessing, is where your radiator would be on the excavator, and they are etched through all the way. As you can see, the pointer goes in all the way. I'm not sure if you can actually see what's in there on camera, but there is actually some, looks like some radiator detailing in there. I know another aspect of the model, you do have two opening doors right here and here. I'm not going to force mine open. I don't want to break them because the handles on them are very thin metal, so I don't want to break them. But as you can see right here, you have some, I'm guessing this is your swing motor right here. You have a bunch of anti-slip texture on top of the model, all over the place. You have some, I'm guessing this is either fuel, or I'm guessing hydraulic reservoir here, and then your fuel tank would be right here. You have a nice fuel cap right there. You have some nice metal, thin metal handrails, nice mirror. Coming to the front of the machine, this is the one thing that most everyone complains about, and I would have to agree, is the part of the hydraulics leading up to the boom cylinders. It does look a little weird why it's painted gray. I'm not sure why they decided to paint it, or not paint it at all and just cast it in gray. I'm most likely going to fix that in the future, probably just paint it black, or probably just leave it. Coming to the cab, you can see you got some nice cab lights here, a windshield wiper here, and then you have boom lights on both sides of the boom. That's about it for that. So like I said, this model is very detailed. So as you can see, you have all your hydraulic hoses that run up to all your hydraulics. As you can see at the top of the boom, you're not going to get this on your standard Norscot piece or anything like that. And they have the armored hosing right there, which is very nice. And then let's get to the functionality of the model. zoom out. So your stick can come in that far. My cylinder tends to pop out on the boom. I'm not sure why, but it's easy to fix. And then the stick goes out that far, and then it'll go up that far, which is out of the shot. Goes up that far, and then obviously it will go down. It'll go down a relatively good amount. It goes down about that far. I feel like they could have made it go down a lot further, but it's still nice functionality on the model. You have some auxiliary lines right here on the stick for an attachment right here. Unfortunately, the bucket is not removable, which is kind of a shame. Considering on almost every other newer Hitachi model, the buckets can come off. But as you can see, it's hydraulics auxiliary lines right there. Mine did come with a paint chip right here on the bucket. So it's no big deal. It's a model that sits on my shelf like most of my other models. But the bucket goes out that far, and then it will come in that far, which is almost like my PC450 that I have, where it comes in where it's almost touching the stick, which is nice. I like that a lot. Coming to the boom, you have a nice warning decal here. And also, when I got my model, hydraulic right here just needs to be, guessing, reinserted in there, which is no big deal. Come to the tracks on the model. They are they're nice. I actually, I wanted a 470 for a while, but I wasn't really sure. I didn't want the J-hook tracks or the hook and loop tracks. I wanted the link tracks, so I hunted around and found one. These are kind of very stiff tracks, not to really be played with. Again, I don't play with my models, so that shouldn't be an issue for me. But this side rolls a lot better, but still, the tracks are fragile. So that's about it for this review. If you have any questions about the model, feel free to ask. If I didn't go over something, or you want to see how it compares to other models, just let me know. But that's it for this video. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to us here on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook. Both links to both pages will be in the description. Thank you for watching. Feel free to ask any questions, and stay tuned for the next video.